But I gotta say, this email does blow the lid off what the Illuminati call talk shows. And no one blows lid quite like host of InfoWars.
Supposed to have that power, even though it's in the Constitution, plain as day. So the fiascos just continue. And I'll get into more sophisticated stuff in a moment.
Tinfoil hat loons could possibly believe. Follow me down the rabbit hole here, okay? Who had the most to gain from Epstein's death?
It's a hyperlinked text, and everything refers to everything else. And so there's utility in reading it in linear order, but it's not a linear document. It's a document that you can move through in an infinite number of... There's an infinite number of pathways that you can use to walk through it. And all of the document expands upon and refers to all of the rest of the document.
All right, so just like in my previous video where with no legal training, I pieced together circumstantial evidence while talking all over the place with no real structure to the lecture, this far-out accusation about the Joker being a mockery of Jesus will continue in the same style. Yes, the Illuminati love to equate Jesus to a clown, and the Joker is just another example, battling the horned devil of Gotham. Although this accusation obviously seems like a stretch to the unknowing observer, you will see for yourself, the dots just continue to keep connecting. I don't even have to try. Let's comb through the 4 famous cinematic appearances of the past, starting with 1989's Jack Nicholson. His name is Jack, aka a Jack. The word nickel has an interesting origin that involves a demon and a jester as well. And the Son of God, you know, straightforward, I think. So Jack, playing Jack Napier, the Joker, aka the Jack, aka the jester, aka the fake Jesus. After the good old 1, 2, 3, he is effectively betrayed, killed, and reborn. If I didn't know better, I'd say his rebirth is marked by the lion's paw there. Anyways.
Where's the Italian?
The next movie, starring the Joker, played by Heath Ledger, who later on went on to be sacrificed in a supposed Illuminati fashion, is notable similar to the first one directed by Tim Burton. Joker burns a pile of money in both movies, and Harvey Dent, the lawyer, appears in both movies, only in this one, he is the subject of the sacrifice and rebirth. To the complete kindergarten symbolism character Two-Face. No doubt, Joker is the hanged man at the very end, the 12th card in the tarot, the final step of the zodiac, sacrifice before the clock strikes 1 and the mice run down, hickory dickory dock. Also note the one movie starring Heath Ledger to be released after The Dark Knight since his passing, where he literally plays an Illuminati sacrifice in one scene. Look at that. It's the capstone of the all-seeing eye pyramid, right there, painted on his head.
Another A-list celebrity who's rumored to be an Illuminati sacrifice is Robin Williams. He's known among many roles, and one of the roles he actually applied to play, but he never got the part, was the Joker, which was given to Heath Ledger.
We cut you up into little pieces and feed you to your pooches.
He's in countless subversion movies, like I'm not going to go through them all, but the one that relates to this topic is Jack, and you'll see how the Jester, Joker, Jesus all relate to the Jack. I explained it in the previous video. The Joker, played by Jared Leto, is as cringeworthy as the rest of the Suicide Squad movies. I could barely bring myself to watch it. It took me multiple sittings, really. Like I'm not actually a hardcore superhero fan, and I don't recommend any of these films, but this one is by far the worst. There's this fucked up scene with Harley Quinn, and like I don't even know what the fuck I'm watching. It is obviously subverting all sorts of dumb shit, but it's just so bad, it doesn't deserve any attention. Other than this one detail I noticed, which is Joker in the exact same position as the Hangman. That is clearly what this is supposed to be here. And he's got something to do with his left hand. Then he didn't appear in the sequel, Birds of Prey.
And finally, the movie of the year, last year, starring Joaquin Phoenix. Before any of us mere mortals had the chance to even decide if we wanted to see another comic book character on the big screen, let alone one we have already seen 3 times, it was already declared a masterpiece, winning the most sought-after award of the entire film industry, which is apparently the Golden Lion of the Venice Film Festival. Now, without ranting about how Venice is the same as the female planet Venus, or how the festival takes place during Leo, or how the phoenix from Joaquin Phoenix's name is supposed to be another esoteric version of Jesus because of its rebirth nature, or how Joaquin almost looks like it spells the word joking, I'm just going to shoot through the movie instead because I am really losing interest in this topic. The first priority in making this film obviously was political brainwashing. A lot of people see the crowds that rally to the symbol of the clown as a parallel to those who rally to Donald Trump. And you would be naive to think it is not intentional. Now, if you're not familiar with Jachin and Boaz, I will quickly explain that now. And I might as well just mention it here that this is the entire subject of the next installment of Paranoid Internet Rabbits. Somehow, Moses running away from Egypt through the parted sea is represented by a pillar of smoke and a pillar of fire. These are the figurative pillars represented in front of every post office, government building, and place of worship. Jachin and Boaz. Boaz is the old, black smoke pillar, while Jachin is the fire. Boaz means strength, while Jachin means founding. I equate Robert De Niro to Bob, as Robs usually go by, and the letter R is the letter B in the cipher I showed in Joker Part 1. So, Robert De Bobo is Boaz, okay? And then Joaquin Phoenix is Jachin. Seems to fit, since it was fire, like the phoenix. And Joaquin is Jachin. They're both spelled with silent J's. It's essentially the same word. Jesus is the Son and the Father. His father's name is Joseph, suspiciously similar to his. While his girlfriend Mary has the same first name as his mom, this father-son thing begins to be clear. Thor and Odin, Zeus and Cronus. Because, according to butt-sex-loving Freemasonry, the closest you can get to rebirth is creating a child. But whatever you do, don't let the naturalist fool you. First learn the science behind how nothing is real, then try to grasp all this oral written wisdom that exists in your world. So on that note, back to a made-up story that will touch more lives than any real person can today. Joker shoots his father, Jachin the founder, Boaz the strength. Or stage in this case, the old replaced by the new. Joaquin Phoenix also notably does the forced smile at 3 parts: beginning, middle, and end. This is at the end where he rises above his followers in what appears to be another imitation of Jesus. And just, if you needed any more points, the icing on the cake here. The other movie that Joaquin Phoenix starred in 2019, alongside his Joker appearance, is in the movie Mary Magdalene, where he plays, yes, that's right, Jesus. I'm just going to cap it off here, save the rest for part 3, I guess. There's still so much to cover. Harley Quinn and Spider-Man both relate to this, but, that's got to be maybe years from now, probably. There's other things I want to do. So yeah, check back soon, though. The next installment will be more about Jachin and Boaz, as I said earlier. I'm just fucking shitting out content, man. Fuck you.
And then we take her milk that's intended for a calf and we put it in our coffee and our cereal. We fear the idea of personal change because we think that we have to sacrifice something to give something up. But human beings at our best are so inventive and creative and ingenious